Hi everybody, James here from Kicks in Miami, here for my first review. So what I'm going to jump in today is the Undefeated Dunk versus Air Force One collab. These released back on June 18th, but because it actually took a while to ship, which we'll get into later, I only received mine on July 7th. So we're going to jump right in. In regards to the release, I thought the release was actually pretty good. For those of you that haven't shopped on Undefeated before, they normally release theirs different things kind of early in the morning, at least for Eastern time. It's kind of somewhere between 8 and 9 a.m., which is surprising for kind of like a West Coast company. But this time they actually chose to let everyone know that they'll be releasing kind of at a set time. I believe it was either 10 a.m. or 11 a.m., which makes you then think that the bots are going to kind of eat them up. However, I thought the release actually went really smoothly. Bunch of different bot protections. Kind of got a little annoying. There was one where you had to kind of draw a box around either a cat or a plane. Did a couple of times, didn't get past it, but eventually kept trying. And it seems that a lot of people seem to get their hands on them, and not just kind of different resellers. So I'm going to kind of jump right into them. If you haven't kind of seen them before, hopefully this might be the first time you see them. But pictures, I'm sure you guys have seen and so forth. So as you can see, Nike Dunk, they retailed, I believe it was kind of for $135. Which isn't a bad price. As you can see, it's kind of like a this leather swoosh, at least in this kind of like lemon color, where with the laces that come with it. I think they did a really good job. I mean, obviously you're going to get kind of undefeated signs. They're kind of like 5 strikes kind of all over it. Not an original colorway. It first kind of came out on the On Your Feet kit back in 2006. It was on a Air Force One at the time. So the idea with this whole Air Force One versus Dunk was that they kind of took 2 collabs that they had released a few years ago and then just mixed up the design. So what they released in 2006, the same colorway was on an Air Force One, and now they've put on a Dunk. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch the laces out. From what I've seen, I think the laces look better with that lemony color. So once I've done that, I'll jump back right in and kind of show you what the shoe looks like with those laces on. So back here now, I've changed the laces to kind of the lemon frost color, and I think you can clearly see that now on the Undefeated Nike Dunk low kind of Canteen colorway that they've done, that these laces definitely pop. In terms of material, the overlay and stuff is meant to represent those scarves that you might see out people wearing in the Middle East, that kind of help you protect you from the sun, wind, and sand and so forth. Midsole has kind of been intentionally yellowed to give kind of like that worn look, which I think is kind of subtle. It's hard to really see it even now like in person, but it's definitely not as kind of wide as some other midsoles you get on brand new shoes. Other than that, Dunk, somewhat a comfortable shoe. You're definitely not getting outright comfort with the Dunk, but I mean, after a few wears and they kind of start molding to your feet, they can be pretty nice. I think they did a really good job also with the box. Super simple. With the Dunk versus Air Force One on the front. Nice blue color, which kind of again totally different to how the shoe looks. So that's kind of my basic review. I'm going to post a couple of on-feet photos for you, and then some photos just of the shoe itself. So hope you enjoyed. Comment below if there's anything that you'd like to see in the future. Appreciate it.